Thank you so much for joining me for another Warmer Watch. I hope you're having a great week wherever you are. This is the Fleur de Lus Warmer, and I am going to be testing it out today. Now, if you are new to Warmer Watch, this is not a scientific process. There's not a guarantee that this is the way the warmer should work, or will work in your home, or should look, or will look in your home. This is just my process that I take all of my Scentsy Warmers through in the first 30 days to make sure I'm 100% satisfied with them inside of the limits of that satisfaction guarantee. Now, there is a lifetime guarantee on electrical, but that's different than the satisfaction guarantee. And if you haven't noticed, I am a little particular. Now, I am going to let you know that this is a little 9-watt element warmer, and it is small in scale. We'll talk about that in a minute. But this toggle switch turns on, and then there's an indicator light here just as a safety feature to let you know when you have left the element warmer on. So that's a nice feature for any of the warmers that are element warmers that don't have any other like illumination to let you know the warmer is on. Now, I am just for reference going to side by side. This is probably going to mess up the lighting a little bit, but that's the Cute as a Button warmer, and it is one of the smaller warmers in the catalog. And you can see that this warmer is significantly smaller than that. As soon as I saw this in the launch, I thought to myself, they have made a ceramic version of the mod warmer. And I do have a mod warmer here. These just retired in the last catalog. So this plastic mod warmer isn't available anymore, but it had a lot of differences. So I'll just point them out to you quickly. There's a flip switch instead of the toggle, and the dish went straight down rather than having a slant, which I think the slanted dish is probably easier to remove wax from. And importantly, the mod warmer was a 6-watt element warmer, and happily, the ceramic Fleur de Lis is a 9-watt warmer, according to my box. So that's exciting to me. And I also do love that I feel like ceramic warmers tend to hold on to the heat a little bit. So I'm excited to see if that is true. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to test and see how long it takes a cube of wax to melt in a wax warmer. And I also like to see how clear the wax pool is and what the temperature is when the wax pool first melts. So we're going to do that with this Cinderella Happily Ever After bar. This is an in your face powerhouse of a floral scent. It's gardenia, forget me not, and they say lemon, but to me, it's just almost all gardenia, maybe a little forget me not. This is a powerhouse. So I expect 1 cube of this wax to fill up the room that I'm in. So fingers crossed that this warmer performs well. It's got a great bar of wax to work with, and I'm excited to see how it does. Now, when I set this cube of wax in, I will leave you from real time and I will rejoin you in voiceover from the future. Because realistically, it takes anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes for a cube of wax to melt. So we shall see how this goes. Okay, y'all, we are officially in time lapse, and you can tell that because you see the shadows moving crazy fast on the screen, and you see my little timer that I've popped up for you in the lower left corner of your screen. Now, that timer is telling you the time that has actually passed while the cube of wax was warming. I will say, and I always say this, I do not feel like the speed with which a warmer melts a cube of wax really matters at all. Because I can assure you, even at this point of this melt, when we were like 3 minutes in, I could smell the Cinderella bar. It has a lot to do with the combination of the wax bar and the warmer. It's a combination of things that kind of help a warmer to meet whatever need it is you're looking for. And there is valid reason, in my opinion, to have a wide variety of wax warmers. I think having warmers that provide different temperature marks is something that, at least for me, is valuable. Now, what I will say is this warmer does exceed my expectations when it comes to speed. I was delighted with how fast it melted this cube of wax. And while speed is not something that I am always looking for, I am a person that does keep my wax warmers on typically for 15 hours a day in spaces that people are present in. But I am also 100% a person that turns off her warmers when she leaves a space. So there is value in making sure that your warmer does heat up and get to that consistent temperature relatively quickly, or within a reasonable time. And I feel like this one definitely exceeds that mark. Now, the thing that I was concerned the most about this is, again, the temperature. I'm not sure if I said this yet, but the temperature of the sidewall of the warmer. I find that when warmer dishes are slanted like this, the sidewalls do get a bit cooler. So, depending on how much wax you put in, I was a little bit concerned that there may be some unmelted edges. Now, I also know that unmelted edges of wax does not impact wax throw or performance, but it's just a pet peeve of mine. I like to have a nice clear wax pool edge to edge. And when I tested that temperature, I was very happy. I feel pretty confident that this is not going to be a warmer that is going to leave me any little unmelted edges. And it certainly does not leave me an unmelted edge with a single cube in. But I don't think it will, even if I were to put the maximum volume of cubes allowable in the warmer based on my temperature check. Now, believe it or not, we are already almost to where this cube of wax is completely melted. If you've seen more of my warmer watches than just this one, you know that this is pretty fast. I think the Minion Warmers still beats this one, but I'm about to join you live again because that tiny little sliver of wax in the top corner is almost gone, and we are just about done with this wax pool. Okay, y'all, so I have set it to give me the low temperature while I test the outside edge and then now the center of the wax pool. And it looks like it's giving me an average of 158, which is great. And that coolest temperature then is the 150 on the sidewall. So I feel great about that. One of my concerns with the slanted interior part of the dish was that maybe the edges would not get fully warm, but I think that is thoroughly debunked, and I'm happy that I still can comfortably touch the outside of the warmer. I've had so much fun watching wax melt with you. If you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that we can stay in touch. I'd also really love to hear in the comments below, what are your thoughts on this warmer? And do you travel with warmers? I know for me, I love traveling with my milk glass warmer, and I know it's a little crazy. Talk to you soon.